In this video, I'm going to share some tips on how you can start a successful recruiting agency. Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Natasha, the business recruiter. Welcome back to my channel. So when it comes to starting a successful recruiting agency, there are a lot of things that you want to keep in mind. But ultimately, one of the most important things about you actually being successful within this industry is ensuring that you're able to get clients, and then once you have those clients, being able to fill their requisitions. Now, when it comes to those requisitions, ultimately, you're going to have an intake meeting with the hiring manager or the individual who is going to serve as your primary point of contact in regards to that requisition or that hire that you're looking to make, and they'll probably provide you with a job description. Now, the job description is going to be helpful for you because it's going to explain all of the things that you need to know in order to be able to fill that requisition and ultimately get paid. However, you want to keep in mind that that job description is also going to be important from the perspective of you being able to find candidates. Typically, when you have the intake meeting with the hiring manager or point of contact who you're working with, you are allowed to be able to leverage that job description in order to post it and ultimately find candidates. However, that job description isn't always going to be up to date. And one of the things that I really want you to keep in mind, especially in today's day and age, is that job descriptions being inclusive are so important, especially when you're looking to have a diverse candidate pool. So you're probably wondering, well, what are some of those things then that you can do to ensure that you are able to have a more inclusive job description? One of the things that you can ensure that you do is to make sure that you avoid any gender specific language or gender coded language. Now, an example of this could be the use of rock star or dominant or expert within your job description. These words, while they may be innocent in nature, are typically geared more towards men when it comes to job descriptions. And if a woman were to read it, they may decide that that role isn't a good fit for them. So you want to ensure that you are inclusive of all genders when you're putting together your job description. Now, this actually goes into the second point, which is to make sure that you have gender neutral language. And what I mean by that is not using his or her or she or him within your job description, but using they or their to ensure, again, that you're inclusive in regards to everyone. Now, this also goes for the specifics of the actual role. Let's say that you're recruiting someone within sales. You don't want to say salesman. It would actually be better for you to replace that word with salesperson. The same goes for garbage man. You wouldn't want to use that within your job description. A better option for that word would be garbage person. And if you're speaking about a cluster of individuals who this person may be working with, you don't want to say guys or ladies or men. You want to say team or staff or colleagues. Again, this is more gender neutral language and is more inclusive for everyone. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, then be sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button as well as that bell so that you can get notified of all of my videos that do drop weekly. Now, one other tip that you do want to avoid when you're actually trying to go through and create an inclusive job description is to avoid acronyms. And I know that acronyms are so easy to use, they just make it so simple. But again, you want to be inclusive of everyone. Everyone may not know what that acronym stands for. And if you're not familiar with an acronym, basically what it is an abbreviation for a longer word or a longer series of words. For example, CRM is an acronym for Customer Relationship Management. So when you're thinking about the use of acronyms, you want to make sure that you keep in mind that you use as simple and plain language as you possibly can. You don't want to have individuals guessing exactly what it is that they're going to be doing within this role. Again, this is just going to help you to ensure that you're able to have a more diverse candidate pool, but ultimately that you're able to have a candidate pool who actually understands all of the aspects of the job description. Now, one additional focal point that I want you to focus on is to make sure that you also only have the information that's needed within the job description. A lot of times you'll have must-haves or required aspects of the role, and then you'll also have preferred or desired. create a situation where individuals feel that they're not quite qualified for everything associated with the role and may deter some people from applying. So you want to, again, keep this in mind as you're going through and determining how you can be more inclusive with your job description. Now, ultimately, this doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're going to end up having the most diverse candidate pool, but these are definitely tips and tricks that have worked for me in regards to making sure that I'm intentional about the requisition that I have and ultimately those quality candidates that I'm taking a look at. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, then be sure to give me a thumbs up, as well as if you're not in my Facebook group, then I highly encourage that you join because we are in there talking all things recruiting. I'll be sure to leave that link down below in the description box. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.